Are you craving a trip on Space Mountain? Well, we've got the next best thing. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli, and in today's House of Mouse headlines, there's a big lawsuit against Disney and Fox, and some new Disney kids shows will take you to India and a galaxy far, far away. That and so much more, so let's get to it.
Hear the latest news from the Walt Disney Company in today's House of Mouse headlines.
Let's begin at the Disneyland Resort. Last week, I talked about how Luxo Jr. had finally made his appearance in Pixar Pier over at Disney California Adventure. Well, this week, another Pixar friend has shown up. A while back, Bing Bong's Sweet Stuff opened at the pier, but the Bing Bong figure we had seen in the concept art didn't open with the store. But now you can see Bing Bong in all his splendor as he rides his wagon and cries tears of candy. Over at Walt Disney World, the Candlelight Processional in Epcot is one of the largest holiday events they throw. Luckily for you, if you can't attend the Candlelight Processional live, Disney Parks Blog will be live streaming the event on Tuesday, December 4th with celebrity narrator Neil Patrick Harris. This is the first time this show will be live streamed, and it'll even give you a behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to put this spectacular production together. I personally don't typically tune into these live stream events, but this one interests me a lot. I've attended the Candlelight Processional at Disneyland, but I've honestly never sat and watched a full video or seen Epcot's production in person. I'm looking forward to this live stream, and I would like to give a shout out to my friend Ruben, who is part of the Candlelight Processional choir during certain performances. The Swan and Dolphin hotels at Walt Disney World have been a staple at the resort for a long time. Now a third hotel will be added to this group that is owned and operated by Marriott International. They're calling it The Cove, and it'll be located very near the Swan and Dolphin. Like the Swan and Dolphin, it will have walking access to Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, plus the Boardwalk, Yacht, and Beach Club resorts. This new 14-story hotel will offer 349 guest rooms and 151 suites, meeting and rooftop space with views of the Disney fireworks, a restaurant, and more. Ground has been broken for the Cove and is expected to be completed in less than 2 years. Another new hotel coming our way is the Toy Story Hotel for the Tokyo Disney Resort. The Oriental Land Company, who owns the Tokyo Disney Resort, shared with us this backstory about the hotel. Andy, the little boy who loves his toys Woody, Buzz Lightyear, and the rest, has embarked on the ultimate backyard project, a building to house all his toys. When Andy is called away by his mom, his toys and their helpers take over the toy tower and open it as a hotel for all the honorary toys of the world. This hotel will have approximately 600 more rooms available to guests as the Tokyo Disney Resort gets ready for a major expansion. This Toy Story hotel sounds pretty similar to the hotel that opened with Shanghai Disney Resort. Now, these Toy Story hotels aren't just the typical hotel room with a Toy Story picture hanging on the wall. They really seem to go all out with the details in your rooms with surprises around every corner that kids will adore. This hotel is scheduled to open in 2021. Disney and Fox are being sued by GENM over the proposed Fox theme park. There are a lot of details in this story, so I'll be sharing excerpts from an article Inside the Magic wrote about the lawsuit. According to Hollywood Reporter, tourist resort business giant Genting Malaysia Berhad claims to have spent $750 million to erect a theme park outside of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, which would have utilized Fox intellectual properties Ice Age and Planet of the Apes, only to have Disney bail on the deal. The company is now seeking damages of $1.75 billion from the Walt Disney and Fox companies. In a report by The Hollywood Reporter, a complaint filed Monday in California federal court by Genting Malaysia Berhad, also known as GENM, states the company had officially signed its licensing deal with Fox in 2013 to create the world's first Fox-branded theme park called Fox World. It's reported that GENM approached Fox with the opportunity, which would have required the company to pay Fox an annual license fee and a cut of retail sales. The agreement also gave Fox various approval rights over the park's design, which was planned to be the centerpiece to a resort complex that included a casino. The park was planned to soft open in the first half of 2019, but GENM claims that Fox has been slowing down the process with roadblocks. In a statement issued in GENM's complaint against Disney and Fox, the company claimed Fox is acting this way because Fox Entertainment Group wanted to use its leverage under the Memorandum of Agreement to threaten termination and force a renegotiation of the economic terms of what is viewed as a below-market deal, largely due to its failure to negotiate for a share of gate sales. GENM also states that problems first arose with the theme park deal when Disney came into the picture earlier this year when they officially acquired Fox. On information and belief, Fox's soon-to-be owner Disney was now calling the shots, and its objective was no longer renegotiation of the MOA, but termination, stated GENM in their complaint. Unlike Fox, which was perfectly happy to have the park situated a stone's throw from the casino so long as it could continue to extract financial concessions from GENM, Disney wanted no association with a gaming company due to Disney's family-friendly brand strategy, as evidenced by its well-documented history of lobbying against the opening of gaming facilities near its parks. Accordingly, Fox Entertainment Group issued a notice of default purporting to start the process of terminating the parties' agreement. GENM has stated that seller's remorse is not a valid ground for terminating an agreement. GENM's legal team is seeking the original $750 million investment in addition to more than $1 billion in consequential and punitive damages. According to Hollywood Reporter, GENM is asserting breach of contract and breach of fair dealing against Fox, while also going after Disney for allegedly inducing the breaches. Additionally, the validity of the termination is at issue. Disney and Fox have both commented on the lawsuit. Fox said, "This lawsuit is entirely without merit. As the complaint itself makes clear, Genting has been failing to meet the agreed-on deadlines for several years, long before the 21st Century Fox-Disney agreement. The allegation that Disney, rather than Fox, finally decided to declare a default is simply made up. We look forward to presenting all the facts in the appropriate forum." And Disney had this to say, "The claims made against Disney in this matter are utterly without merit." Now, my personal thoughts are simply that I don't want there to be a Fox theme park that isn't run by Disney now that Disney will be owning Fox. Obviously, there are a lot of bigger problems and headaches related to this situation, but as simply a guest and lover of Disney theme parks, I would be concerned if an outside company was building what could essentially be a Disney-owned theme park. Theme parks are obviously a huge portion of Disney's business, and there's a good chance that the expectations of quality wouldn't be met. Now let's head on to some better news, and that's the fact that Ralph Breaks the Internet is doing very well at the box office. The sequel to Wreck-It Ralph took in $84.5 million in its opening week, which puts it in second place for Disney's 5-day Thanksgiving grosses, just behind Frozen, which made $94 million. These days, we're so used to hearing about sequels, live-action reboots, and remakes that it's refreshing to get a trailer that is new and perhaps the start of a whole new franchise for Disney. Disney recently released a teaser trailer for Artemis Fowl based on the books by Ian Colfer. The story follows a 12-year-old genius named Artemis Fowl, a descendant of a long line of criminal masterminds, as he finds himself in a battle of strength and cunning against a powerful, hidden race of fairies who may be behind his father's disappearance. I'll include a link to the teaser trailer in the episode description so that you can check it out for yourself. Artemis Fowl is due in theaters in August of 2019. From the big screen to the small screen, Disney Junior has announced a new show inspired by Indian customs and culture. The show is called Myra, Royal Detective, and it will begin airing on Disney Junior in 2020. As Royal Detective, Myra travels throughout the kingdom helping royals and commoners alike. Along with her friend Prince Neil, a talented inventor, creative cousin Priya, and comical mongoose sidekicks Miku and Chiku, she will stop at nothing to solve a case, taking young viewers on adventures that highlight critical thinking and encourage deductive reasoning. Rooted in India's vibrant heritage, each episode will weave authentic music, dance, and customs into 2 11-minute stories. There's another new show being created for kids, but this one is headed to StarWarsKids.com and the Star Wars Kids YouTube channel. It's called Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures, and it's currently available. The trailer they released seems to feature audio dialogue directly from the films, which I think is pretty cool. I'll include a link in the episode description where you can check out these shorts for yourself. Lucasfilm Vice President James Waugh had this to say: "With Galaxy of Adventures, we wanted to craft something that allowed parents to help their kids take their first step into a much larger world, whether they were ready to show their kids the films or wanted to find new ways to explore the content." Before we go any further, I want to give a shout out to Chris Zapp Chris, who gave us a wonderful 5-star rating and review on iTunes. Thank you so much, Chris Zapp Chris. This is what he had to say. This podcast is a must for any Disney lover. I've been listening to this podcast for a couple of years now, and being both a theater and Disney fan, this podcast is perfect for me. Jeff is very informative and fun to listen to. Jeff treats the Disney legacy and company with much respect without being afraid to criticize. The guests he brings in are also very informed and well-credentialed. I've made DCTC a part of my weekly routine, and you should too. Thank you so much, Chris Zapp Chris, for that wonderful review. It is very much appreciated and helps other Disney fans find the show more easily. Of course, we got to get to this week's Twitter poll. Here it is for you on this past Wednesday's episode of Disney Coast to Coast. I did a final Princess Pondering featuring Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. So I asked you guys, which is your favorite fairy from Sleeping Beauty? Flora, Fauna, Merryweather, or which is which? In last place, we had Flora with only 7% of the votes, followed by Fauna with 14% of the votes. 29% of you said which is which, and Merryweather wins with a whopping 50% of the votes. Now folks, it is a new month, which means a new Disney music playlist will be released by Disney Coast to Coast. Of course, this month it's gonna be holiday-themed music, so make sure you sign up for that over at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. Just click on playlist there. Also, all of our social media can be found over at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. And don't forget, the Disney Coast to Coast 2019 calendars are currently on sale for a limited time, so head to DisneyCoastToCoast.com, click on Order Calendar there. It makes a great holiday gift for any Disney fan in your life that they can enjoy all year long. Now, this episode of Disney Coast to Coast was produced by Philip Elke, who has supported the show through Patreon. If you'd like to become a DCTC producer or gain other rewards, more information can be found at patreon.com/DCTC. Other than that, folks, have a magical day. Bye!
Thanks for watching Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Disney Coast to Coast is produced and hosted by Jeff DePaoli. Learn more about the podcast and become a supporter at DisneyCoastToCoast.com.